Hello, dear students. How are you all? I hope that all of you must be happy and healthy. I also hope that you all must be enjoying your classes and you would be taking your meals at proper time. Now, children, tell me, when you had your breakfast today, who was sitting to your right? Papa, sister, brother, or mama? Do you know about your right side? Yeah, right side means the side towards your right hand. Well, right hand is the one which you use mostly to do all your work, like eating your food, writing in the notebook, etc. Now think and try to recall that where do you sit in the class? Who sits in front of you and who sits on your left or right side? On whose right or left do you sit? Well, we get confused between right and left, isn't it? So children, today we will try to clear this confusion between right and left, and we will study lesson 22 of your environmental studies, left right. Let us try to discuss a few things before starting the lesson. First of all, we will talk about directions. Do you know that there are 4 directions: east, west, north, and south? So can you tell where is east direction and where is west? Which direction is north and which is south? Yes, there is a very common method of finding about these directions, which we will discuss today. The direction of the rising sun, or the direction from which sun rises, is called the east direction. As we have heard it so many times that sun rises in the east. So if we stand in such a way that we face east direction, then the direction towards our back will be west. West is also the direction where the sun sets. Now, if we lift our left hand, then our left hand will point towards north, and our right hand will point towards south direction. So now you must have understood that how we can find out about north, south, east and west directions. Now let us start our lesson from the book Left, Right. Now look here carefully. There is a picture of a hand. Someone placed his hand on the table and drew the outline of the hand. Now place your hand on it so that the palm faces the hand. Your thumb and fingers should be placed on those drawn in the picture. Your thumb should be on the same side as the thumb in the picture. Yes, now this is the picture of your right hand, or the image of your right hand. So, which will be your other hand? Yes, it will be your left hand. So now you place your left hand on the page of your notebook and trace its outline with a pencil with your right hand to get a picture. The hand whose outline you have just traced is your left hand. So did you understand something about right-left? Yes, indeed. I hope that you must have understood about right and left. So now let us sing a song. Put your right hand in, put your right hand out, put your right hand in and just turn around. Put your left hand in, put your left hand out, put your left hand in and just turn around. Similarly, sing for right and left foot and enjoy. So children, this is how we come to know about our right and left directions. The side towards our right hand is called right side, and the side towards our left hand is called left side. Similarly, we can find out about our right and left foot. So now, let us go to a classroom. See, this is a classroom and Mrs. Harveer is taking a class. And there are only 6 students today in the class. And their names are written at the back of their seats. Rajveer, Taran, Sarthak, Astha, Samuel and Imran. And see how they are sitting. They are sitting in 2 rows behind one another. There is a window on one side of the classroom, and on the opposite side to the windows, there is a wall with a notice board and a chart is also there. Now you observe this classroom carefully and answer a few questions. Now have a look at the classroom and tell me, who is sitting towards the left to Rajveer? Look at the picture and tell me. Yes, Taran is sitting on the left of Rajveer. Next, to whose left is Sarthak sitting? Very good. He is sitting towards Astha's left. Who is sitting towards right side of Astha? Absolutely right, Imran. What is towards Imran's right side? Yes, the notice board on the wall. Who is sitting in front of Sarthak? Right, it is Taran. And who is sitting to Taran's right side? Yes, Rajveer. Now tell me, what is on the left side of Taran and Sarthak? Yes, the windows of the room. So children, with this example, you must have understood the concept of right and left. And I hope you must have enjoyed our little activity. As we already know that generally people do most of their tasks like eating, writing, brushing, etc. with their right hand, and the other hand is known as left hand. But there are people who write with their left hand also, and the number of people writing with their left hand is quite high. That is why when we start telling about right and left, we do not give example of writing. Now think about your seat in the classroom and where do you sit? Now think carefully and write down the answers to these questions in your notebook. What is there on your left? What things are there behind you? On whose left side are you sitting? What is there on your right? Who is sitting on your right? What is in front of you? On whose right are you sitting? You have to answer these questions by taking into account your position in your class and write the answers in your notebook. Now look at this picture, and in the center of the picture is sitting Ruchira. There is blank space around Ruchira, and we have to draw a few pictures on these blank spaces around Ruchira. You have to draw a book behind Ruchira. So here we have drawn a book behind Ruchira. A tree in front of Ruchira. So here we draw a tree. An animal on Ruchira's right. Yes, this side is Ruchira's right side, and here we draw a picture of a small puppy. And a chair on Ruchira's left. So this is the left side of Ruchira, and here we draw a picture of chair. Similarly, you can make anyone sit in the center and draw various pictures in front, back, right and left. Now we have to guide Ruchira from home to school. Look at the picture and find the school in the picture. Also find the way from Ruchira's home to her school. Now with a colored pencil, trace the way from Ruchira's home to her school. Ruchira starts from her home and walks straight, and then she turns towards her right side. When she turns right, there is a beautiful pink house. Towards her left, and there is hand pump just ahead of the house. Now Ruchira turns left, and as she turns left, there is a tree towards her right. Now Ruchira walks straight, and now she will turn towards her left. When Ruchira turns left, there is a park on her right side, and you can see the gate of the park. Now she walks straight, and there is a well on her right side. Now she will turn right, and as she takes a right turn, there will be a bus stop on her left side. As she moves ahead, on her right there is a post office, and on her left side there is a hospital. Now Ruchira will take a right turn, and after taking a right turn, on her left side there is a shop, and after the shop there is a tree, and after the tree on the left side there is Ruchira's school. Now to enter the school, Ruchira will take a left turn. So now Ruchira reaches her school from her home. So children, now look at this picture again and answer the following questions. Which places and things will Ruchira find on her way from home to school? Write their names. As Ruchira started from her home, first she took a right turn, and on her left she found a house, and then a hand pump. Then when she took a left turn, she found a tree on her right side. After turning left, then her right side she found a well and a post office, and on her left side was a bus stop and a hospital. Then she found a shop and a tree, and in the end Ruchira reached her school. Children, which of these places and things will she find on her right and which places on her left? So if we look at the picture again, so on her right side, Ruchira found a tree, a park, a well and a post office. And on her left side, she found a house, a hand pump, a bus stop, a hospital, a shop and a tree before her school. Now how many times will Ruchira have to take a turn on her way from home to school? If we look at the picture once again, then on her way from home to school, Ruchira will have to take a total of 5 turns. Now children, let's have a look at another picture. This is the smaller version of the picture from Ruchira's home to school. But in this picture, there are symbols in place of pictures. Children, whenever we try to draw any place or we try to show directions to someone, we cannot draw the exact pictures of houses, hospital, market or bus stop, etc. So we draw small symbols instead of those places which are the miniature form of the actual place. Such a picture in which symbols are used instead of pictures of places is called a map. And such a map is used to know about the right directions and location of any place. So now we have to identify the symbols given in this map. That what do these symbols stand for? The picture is exactly like the earlier picture from Ruchira's home to her school. So first of all, we see a pink house with a star in it, and this is Ruchira's home. As we start moving, we see another symbol, and this symbol is of the house. Then we see a tree. After the tree, we find 2 circles. One is of light grey and the outer circle is of dark grey. This symbol is of the hand pump. Now don't get confused between the symbol of the hand pump and well. Well is shown with brown circle. As we move further, we see the park and you can see the red gate of the park. As we move ahead, we see a blue circle in the center and a brown circle on the outer side. This is the symbol of the well. Then we see a bus stop. As we move ahead, we find an orange square inside a pink outline. This is a post office. Our next symbol you must have seen at many places. This red plus sign indicates a hospital. As we move ahead, our next symbol is of a shop. And then with the yellow cross, this is Ruchira's school. So see, we used symbols for all the places and we could identify all these symbols easily. So children, this is how maps are prepared. In maps, actual buildings are not drawn. Instead, symbols of various buildings are used to give location of any place. So can you tell why do we draw or use these symbols? We draw these symbols because they are easy to draw and can be used to find the places easily. For example, a red plus sign. If we see anywhere on any road, then we always know that there is a hospital nearby. Also, you can draw a few symbols on your own as per your convenience to show any place or thing. Have you ever seen any other such symbols? Let us draw those pictures and find out what do they indicate. So our first symbol is, yes, this is a symbol for no parking. No parking means a place where we cannot park our car. There we find such a symbol. Second symbol is, yes, it is a symbol of no horn or no honking, which means we should not blow horn. At such a place where we see such symbol, because it might be possible that there is a school or a hospital nearby. Okay, now look at the third symbol. Do you recognize this symbol? Yes, this is the symbol of zebra crossing. On bigger roads and near roundabouts and traffic signals, we generally find this zebra crossing. When the cars stop after a red signal, people can cross the road from one side to the other on zebra crossing. The next symbol looks like an inverted U. Absolutely correct. This symbol is of a U-turn. When we go on a straight road, we cannot turn our vehicle from any place we feel like. There are always specific places from where we can turn our vehicle if we take a wrong path, and find this symbol on such a place, and we call this a U-turn. Now look at the next symbol. Yes, this symbol is of a speed breaker, which indicates that there is a speed breaker on the road ahead, so that if we are moving very fast, we could slow down our vehicle. And this last symbol, you all must be knowing this symbol. Yes, this is a symbol of danger, which we normally see on a broken road or an electric pole, etc., which indicates that going to such places or touching such objects might be dangerous. So children, like this, there are many symbols which tell us about various objects or places. You must try to know about these symbols. Okay children, here we have another picture. If we look at this picture carefully, we see that there are small houses which are pink in color. There are few trees also. There is also a hand pump, a gate, a well is also there, a bus stop, a hospital, a post office, and also there is a school. Now look carefully and write. How many houses are there in the map? So if we look at the map carefully, we find that there are 4 houses in total. Next, how many shops are there in the map? So look at the picture carefully and see how the shop is depicted. The shop is indicated by a blue circle in a pink square. So we find that there is only one shop. How many trees are there? Well, This is a simple one. As we can see, there are 5 trees in the map. How many hand pumps are there in the map? So, look at the map carefully and we find that there is only one hand pump. Is the school located near the post office or hospital? The school is shown by a yellow cross in the pink square. So we see that the school is located near a post office and the hospital is quite far. What is located near the bus stop? So, near the bus stop, there is a hand pump. And on the other side, there is a school. If there were no list with the map, would you be able to read the map? Yes, maybe some places we could easily recognize like house, tree, hospital, post office, etc. But we might get confused in some objects. So children, we use different symbols in different type of maps which help us to read any map. When we move on a road, we come across so many type of symbols which help in knowing about directions and also tell us about the places where we want to go, their distance and exact location. Similarly, we learn about so many types of symbols in maths. So can you tell about a few symbols which you have learnt in maths? Like the first symbol which we see here is a symbol of plus, which looks like this. This symbol is used between two numbers when we want to add them. The next symbol is of subtraction or minus, which looks like this. The third symbol is of multiplication, which looks like an X. And the fourth symbol is of division, and see how it looks. Fifth symbol we have seen is equal to sign, which looks like two parallel lines. So like this, we also use symbols in maths. Now imagine if we are solving a problem and instead of symbols, we need to write addition, subtraction, multiply and divide or equal to. So it will waste a lot of time in writing those words. So to save our time also, we use these symbols. Now children, this was our today's lesson, left, right. And I hope that you must have enjoyed this lesson. And now you must not be having any confusion between left and right. Also, we now know that how the maps are prepared, and to draw these maps, we use symbols instead of real pictures and how they are useful to us. So children, read the chapter thoroughly from book, keep studying, stay happy and stay healthy. Thank you.